All right, welcome everyone. It's another podcast type segment thing. I'm here, Mark, with Jodine, Neil, and Zach.
Yep.
And today we want to talk about this amazing latest creation from Naughty Dog, The Last of Us.
Yeah.
But before that, I want to quickly hit on some news that got released today from Microsoft about them allowing independent developers to freely and openly publish on the new Xbox One.
Oh, yeah.
So, I just want to ask you guys what your thoughts are on this. Like, since E3, it seems that Microsoft has just been changing their policies that they stated before E3, one after the other as time goes on. What do we think about this?
I think them need money for them console to sell, and the pre-orders were suggesting otherwise, so them just changing it.
Yeah.
Just as simple as that.
Yeah, I don't think they really care about anyone. They're like, oh man, we need, to just do whatever the other guy's doing. Seems to be working for them. That's pretty much it.
But you think that'd be something that they'd allow from the start, to allow independent developers to, like, easily publish on their platform?
Why?
Right?
Why?
Because it doesn't bring them money.
I guess it doesn't, but it seems to be. I mean, independent developers don't have, anyways.
No,
I guess that's
no. Here's the thing: Microsoft doesn't really care about games that probably won't make them money. So they figure like a guy has no like publisher, and he's like, oh, this game's obviously shit. It doesn't have a publisher. What money's gonna make? Who's gonna buy like a dishwashing game or some shit like that? So does that make sense? Sorry, I'm gonna lose.
Well, I mean, that's what they did before, though, with their XNA Xbox Live thing that they did with XNA. Like, you could freely just take XNA and create something and push it out onto
and then they killed
XBlink.
But they weren't making money off of it. The people who probably put price tags on some of the games, they were making money. But Microsoft themselves,
no. Microsoft gets a cut off of everything.
They get a cut of it, right?
A cut.
I mean, it was something that worked for the developers and Microsoft. It was something that was openly welcome to everybody, so you'd think they'd continue that.
Yeah, but Microsoft killed it, though. They killed it on the Xbox after a while, remember?
Yeah, no, I know that they've gotten rid of XNA, I think they're trying to replace it with something else, or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some Windows
Sony, it's just like Sony. Sony could go all out win-win and just say, guess what? The PS3 is backwards compatible all the way back to the PS1. But if they did that,
very hard to do.
That's something they're working. They want to do that using
Gaikai.
Yeah.
But to build that in the console itself, like just to pop in a disc, that's not really possible.
They would need
unless you want some humongous console.
Yeah, fucking humongous console.
You basically have a PlayStation with a 4-in-1 lens, which apparently expensive. So
it's not even just that. They would need to put in like the chipset for the PS1 and like part of the chipsets, like the processor and stuff like that, right? Like for the PS2, they'd have to put in like the emotion engine and shit like that.
It requires like some whole bunch of stuff. Like I'm not hardware inclined enough to know about all that, but I know it's not so simple.
Yeah.
If they do it, it'll be an expensive process. So,
but why is it not like backwards with the 3 though? Like, is it that much of a difference?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Completely.
It's probably an extra $100 on your console.
No, wait, what?
No, look at when the PS3 just came out. It had the whole backwards compatible thing, and then they just took it out to lessen the price tag. It worked.
Yeah, because they had like parts of the PS2 chipset inside the PS3, which is why you could play the games just whatever. But the PS4 doesn't, like, I don't know. You can't put in you'd have to put in a cell processor, and you'd have to put in the graphic card, the RSX, or you'd have to find a way to like simulate it, and it's really hard to do that. So that's why it's not in the PS4. It's just too much money. It would bring up the price because you'd have to have extra parts in there. So it's too different. Like if the PS4 was using the cell and like something close to RSX, they could probably do it, but it's like completely different architecture, so they can't do it.
You just have to wait until the whole.
Yeah, that's stipulated pretty much. Yeah.
Just wait for Gaikai to come out. Anyways, let's get into The Last of Us. Alright, so let us just talk first of all about the amazing opening sequence, the first couple of minutes that was played through.
Before we start,
thoughts on it.
I want to hear Jodine's thoughts on it, actually. That's the first person I want to,
On the opening sequence.
The opening
What do you think about
the first 20 minutes of gameplay?
The opening was hard to fix it. At first I forgot it was a game, and then I was like, oh, it's not really a movie, is it? It's time to play.
Mm-hmm.
the way the girl died was pretty cool. I mean, sad but cool. Wasn't expecting her to die right then and there.
Oh, I mean, Tommy's a badass. That first.
Tommy's an interesting character. But then when he told you to run, and I've realized, he's running fast now, but in the picture this guy's older, so it never really clicked at the moment that when you start playing the game itself, he would be moving this fast, since he's like 20 years older.
One thing that I really appreciated is, like, with the game overall, but that really reached out to me in the opening scene was just the way it felt. So when you took control of Joel's daughter, right? Like when she just gets out of bed, when you're moving her, and when you look on how she moves, like you can tell that it really feels like, okay, this person just woke up, they're kind of dazed, you know? And then when the explosion happens, like you see that she starts moving different, like feels different when you're moving her as well. I thought that was very well done. That was really well done. And I also think, like, something for this game, especially overall, that I really appreciated was how much life exploration brings to the game. Like searching around the environment and finding little things like the journal items. Like in the opening scene, when you search her room, you find that card, right, that she was supposed to give to her father. And you go in the bathroom, you see that newspaper that has an article about the infection just starting up. Anybody who doesn't explore in this game, I think, is really missing out on a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. There's a lot of Easter eggs and stuff in the game. Go on, Niels.
Yeah, and in that same scene, she had she found the cell phone, it was ringing, and you could pick it up and look at the text message, and she was like reading it.
I have a problem with that scene.
Please call me.
No, that was like the worst piece of voice acting in it. That was the worst piece of voice acting in the entire game, right there. It's like the voice director or who was directing her part like didn't explain to her what the text was saying or something, because she read it so weird. She's like, "Please call me." What?
Yeah,
6 missed calls? It's like she never fucking seen a text in her entire life. Like she doesn't understand words.
Real? Please call me?
Yeah, it's like, please call me. What? 6 missed calls? What? It's like, what the fuck? It's a text. Read it like a normal person. Why are you reading like that? It was weird. I don't know. That was like the only part. That part was like, for me, I was like, what the fuck? I don't know.
I think she was just freaked out and confused and all of that. So
forgot how to read. Apparently.
I have to hand it to the cinematic like transition into gameplay and back is pretty seamless. It still looks the same, and that's pretty cool. Not most games can accomplish that.
Wow.
Yeah. It was overall well done. Like even one thing that was really interesting for me, like I really like how they draw you into the atmosphere, because at the scene when I'm controlling Joel and I'm running when he's holding his daughter in his arms and he's running with her. Like I remember when I'm running and I hear the clicker or the infected behind me coming after me, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I really want to know how close this thing is to me, but I feel like the moment I turn around, I'm going to die. And the first time I played it, I turned around, and sure enough, it caught up to me, and I died, right? It got me, gouged me out, I was done.
Oh, yeah.
But then after that, I just continued running. But, like, that to feel like, oh my goodness, to know that if you do this one thing, this is maybe going to be the result. It was like the atmosphere, setting, tone, very, very special stuff in the opening scene of the game.
Pretty awesome.
Very awesome, very awesome. Was it
also?
you?
Yeah. What?
Also what?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No.
Also, that scene where they just got in the car, and then he could like control the girl and just look around. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
that was
crawl all around the car, look all the way behind the car and stuff like that. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. That was nice.
I like the part you swear, sorry. The part when you first saw the infected, like when they rush out the car and they like bump into the car, like you actually look and see them do it. Like the blood stain on the car and everything. That was pretty cool.
It's like the little things, right? Those little things really bring life to the game.
Yeah.
And when you saw the hitchhikers, they like drive past them, leave them. It's like, what?
at that scene, I was hoping there would have been like a choice kind of thing.
No.
I'm happy there wasn't that choice.
Right,
I'm pretty happy there wasn't that choice.
What do you think is the RPG we're going to choose in this game?
I like that kind of stuff. You know, you do something and then something happens. done later on in the game that just fuck you over because
No.
That's more RPG.
No, that wouldn't work in this type of game.
I mean, there's actually a scene where I felt like I wanted that further down, but we'll talk about that.
Oh fuck
later.
no!
But
I can't risk that shit. Anyway.
I'm glad it didn't happen. I'm glad it didn't happen, but we'll talk about that later. Okay. So let's go. Time jump. Let's just talk about the main game itself from here on out. Like no specific sequence. We leave the ending until like afterwards, but everything else before that.
Yeah.
One thing that had concerned me earlier on when I just started out and they started introducing all these different items that I'd have in my inventory and stuff, I was really worried at first that navigating between the items would have gotten pretty confusing and stuff. But they did the inventory system pretty well, I think. Like it felt pretty seamless.
You thought you were gonna get confused. The way you go through your inventory is almost akin to how you did in RE4. You're still being attacked. You just have to just figure out a way to just do it fast or do it before, and then.
No, yeah. I mean, one thing, and I pointed out to you guys earlier when we were talking about it. But one thing that really I had to adjust for is that The Last of Us is not Uncharted or any other kind of zombie survival game that's out there where it's more you can be stealthy if you want, or you can go and shoot things, right? In this game, to beat it and really go through, you need to try and be more stealthy and conservative with how you use your resources, like your ammunition and all.
Fuck conservatives. There's a part of no stealth. I went on a rampage. I was just like kill, slaughter, break, bottle.
Which is why you have not beaten the game.
I haven't beaten it because I'm bored.
Oh my god. This guy.
What came in bored with the game?
This guy.
Because... Well, if you work my hours and do what I do and then you feel lethargic, the last thing you want to do is come home and play something that is slow-paced. I'm not saying the game is bad. I'm just saying, at the moment, the way how things are for me, I need some adrenaline rush. I have tried playing it, and a couple times I fall asleep. But it's not because the game sucks. It's just because I'm adrenaline running through me to actually go through those segments, especially the parts where you have to like really like think and map out how you're gonna go through the area to do the stealth part and all that. So, in essence, it comes down to just just how the game itself plays out. You can't really like rush.
Don't say the game is boring because you're tired when you play.
I never said it was bored. I said I am bored.
You said you're bored, which means the game is boring to you when you play it.
Oh, Lord. That makes sense.
Following the way the English language works. That's what you mean. But I don't even understand how, like when I am there and plotting out how to get around things, I feel an adrenaline rush. Like when I just finished this game.
Yeah.
It is intense. When I just finished this game, I tweeted and I said, Last of Us is the first game in a long while where I have played this game and I felt to just sit down for consecutive hours and just keep playing. Right? Not to say that other games I have played before this have been bad or anything. But this game drew me in so much that I just literally did not want to stop playing. I just wanted to keep playing it and continue to the end. Straight away. Like, I always felt a rush. I felt drawn into the environment and everything.
Said the same thing about Mass Effect 3.
I never said that about Mass Effect 3. Don't try that crap. I never said the same thing about Mass Effect 3.
Yes, you did.
I did not. Mass Effect 3, really, that was a good game, in my opinion. I liked Mass Effect 3. But I did not sit down for many hours on end just playing Mass Effect 3 straight for the whole day. Because I don't even know how much hours I clocked in that game. That'd be crazy if I just sat down doing that for that long time.
You clocked 75 hours in that game.
What the hell do you know how much hours I clocked in that game?
Because
what?
I'm sick.
Because what?
He's sick like that. Yeah.
I don't know how much hours.
Let's leave that conversation behind.
I don't know how much you know. I don't know how you know how much hours I clocked in that. But whatever. Moving along. Yeah. What are you guys' thoughts? I mean, Jody, obviously, I don't know what to say about Jody, but Neil and Zach, your thoughts on?
You can go first, Neil.
I'm not like what them call themselves GameStop, where they will rate a game at and then give it a bad grade just because them don't like it. I'll still give the game a 10 out of 10. I'm just telling you that.
That makes
for me. For me, I can see how this game can. I know you guys' personalities. I've known you guys for years, so I can see where all those aspects of the game hit home for you guys, and it excites you to unbelievable levels, like it's orgasm. But for me, I need some hard hitting pounding, just raw, craziness.
Senseless action is what he's saying.
What? Jody want to play the Dead Nation 3.
Some RE4 kind of thing, those are my type of survival games, where it's just crazy.
But the thing is, those aren't like The Last of Us really emphasizes on survival.
The Last of Us more human-like, and is like AIDS just suddenly just go rampant and just start evolving.
What the hell? AIDS go rampant and start evolving? What the hell?
AIDS.
Oh my God. Hey, how do you come up with this crap?
What?
Anyway.
Yeah, Neil, how about you, Neil? What's your opinion on it?
Yeah, alright, for me, I'm a story first type of person, and then the game should pretty much match the story, which this did pretty well. The whole time from the start going in, I was like kind of hurrying to get to Ellie. Like, where the hell is Ellie? I was like, I want to know what this chick is like. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? I thought it would actually start out with her. But that wasn't the case, which was fine. What?
Wait, what is that?
It's not.
What?
Alright, I'm just gonna ignore
The
it.
wind just blow?
I'm just gonna ignore
Oh,
I'm gonna ignore
This
it.
man
Yeah,
is,
that's
anyway.
just weird. Yeah. So
That's Jody being Jody.
So yeah. So when you finally get to Ellie now.
Yeah, when you get to Ellie.
Exactly.
Yeah, when you get to Ellie.
Yeah, when you get to Ellie now, what?
No, just keep going. Sorry.
Nobody said.
Okay. Yeah, so keep missing up the thing. Yeah. So you find out that she's she's like tough, but she doesn't really know where she's really getting. Yeah, like she.
Right.
I don't know where she gets from. Maybe from the Firefly she's been around. But then when she's actually out there, she's like, oh shit, like all the time, like, oh shit, no.
Yes,
like she's actually seeing people dying. And like,
I mean, that was like one thing that I really liked. Like when you meet Ellie's character, like she kind of comes across as this girl who's older than she actually is. But then with character development, when you take her out into the world and she starts seeing these things that she's never seen before and stuff like that, right? Like just being outside of the city, you can see her actual age starting to show. Like you can look on her and be like, oh my God, this is actually a child.
I like the fact that they never like do it like how most people would do certain movies or other games where the character just the female character being that young just turns out to be like completely avoidant of how to pretty much how to act sensibly, like screaming randomly and just like causing a ruckus where you don't need to. She's excited at the fact that at how he kills some of the bad guys, but it's not in like a scared manner or like just run away kind of thing.
Yeah.
She's actually helping him.
She keeps her nerve.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell that she's a character that has really adjusted to like the way the world is now, right? Like she knows that people die, and you need to kill like these infected and stuff to survive sometimes, right? And another thing that I really enjoyed, like when you're sneaking around, and Ellie would sometimes go and find these resources and give to you. I thought that was really cool. Right.
It reminded me a lot of BioShock Infinite. Not that the game got it from BioShock Infinite, but BioShock Infinite had the same kind of thing.
Yeah. I thought that was really well done, and I like that they didn't make it so that if the enemies see Ellie or whoever you're traveling with, they see you, right?
Yeah, No, because I mean, let's be real. The systems now just don't have the AI to make it that the AI partners sneak around intelligently.
Yeah, but there are some people who are complaining about that. Like some people were saying online that, oh my goodness, why is it that when they see this person, then whatever, or why did they just make it so that the AI makes them hide or some nonsense like that? And I thought that would have been dumb, personally, right? The AI obviously isn't to
it
the
would have
level where
been
they're going to be able
impossible.
to hide on. Yeah, it just wouldn't feel the same, right? Like it's just something for you to overcome as a player, and it still works really well, I believe. And Ellie, in my opinion, as an AI character, is like one of the most helpful that I've played in like this type of game before. Because when you're fighting stuff, she's there and she like jump on them, stab them, or throw bricks on them if they're attacking you or something. And
Yeah.
if you're sneaking
And
around,
she'll say
and
behind you, like, behind
yes,
you.
she
Yeah.
warns you if like you're sneaking around and she sees that they see you, she's like, oh my goodness, guy with a shotgun or something like that. She warns you that
Yeah,
someone is
yeah.
and what kind of weapon they have. And I think
It's
that
the
is
greatest
really
escort mission
awesome.
ever in a game. That's all I have to say.
No,
She
it's
not
not.
in the way. She don't die. She don't just obstruct your view. Stand around just looking pathetic, and then you end up wasting lives trying to protect her, kind of thing. They know what they did a great job with.
Yeah,
this
but
game.
then it's not an escort mission.
Well, it's
If-
I guess
already.
you just
If
use
you'd have
that
to,
word,
if you'd
but
have
you
to
couldn't
protect
find a
her,
better word.
yeah, but if you don't have to protect her, then she's not. It's not an escort mission. Escort mission is like what, like RE4, where you have to protect the girl and she could get taken up and
Ashley?
carried away. Yeah, Ashley, whatever the fuck her name was. Couldn't they just walk off with her and like you lose or something like that? Or am I thinking of another game?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's an escort mission.
You just
Yeah.
pick her up.
Yeah.
You run,
No
go save,
resistance, just
get
pick her up.
bus.
Yeah, so what a worthless trick, man. But yeah, that's an escort mission. This game's not an escort mission. It's like it's more like Uncharted where you have people with you.
She did wear a short skirt.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so it's like Uncharted where you have like people, who walk around with you. That's what they're for though. Like that's the main thing. The AI teammates is to like, give your character someone to talk to and stuff like that. I mean, it is important to the story, but it's something they've been doing since like Uncharted 2 anyway.
I didn't want
I
Tess'
mean,
character to die.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't want her character.
You what?
Tess.
You didn't what? Tess?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. That's understandable.
Well, you
But,
did
I
not
mean,
want her to die, you said?
No.
Didn't. Yeah, he didn't. Which I can see.
Oh.
But following up on a point that Zach brought up a while ago, where he said that Ellie is there for the purpose of giving Joel someone to communicate with. Another thing that I thought was pretty well done in the game, in terms of character development and giving background to the whole world, is when you find certain items, the communication that takes place between Joel and Ellie or whoever else is with you at the time. And one specific scene
Like
that
the
I
whole thing
remember.
with the comics.
Yeah, like the thing with the comics, and even when the first time he sees this movie poster, which I think is the first time he really talks about or mentions his daughter to Ellie.
Dawn of the Wolf.
Yeah. That's like those little things.
Yeah.
You don't explore and find these things. Another one that even sticked out to me was when you're
That was
with
a Twilight
Bill.
spoof, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
after you do the whole scene with Bill, and if you explore and you find this note that his partner who killed himself left behind, if you take that to Bill will like read it and then crumple it up and throw it down, and you can actually pick it back up.
You can
pick
it back up.
Crumple.
It's still crumpled. I think it was
I think it was really nice.
I think it was cool. I like the fact that that Bill is gay or whatever, but they made it subtle that he was gay. Like they didn't come right out and say Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They didn't they didn't put it in face. It was like, hey, Bill's gay. Like a lot of games will do like that, but the kid did like in a really mature way. It was like,
He took bromance to another level.
Oh, man. See, this is why you can't.
Oh my god.
This is why you just don't get the game, Jordan.
Did it feel
He
like
rejected him, so he stole his battery, and then he just like, hey, I'm gonna hang myself, and now you're gonna feel bad when you find my body.
You're great. You hated him.
Why you have to say it like that?
I don't know.
Crime addiction. But wait, another thing. Well, I don't know if it was just my mind playing tricks on me, or if it actually was this way that they developed it. But did it feel like when you're controlling Ellie, did it feel like to anybody else, if like you're in a melee battle with anybody, that it felt like Ellie's melee attacks were less effective? I don't mean when you stealth kill someone.
Yeah.
Like if you're in. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
the
felt that
punches,
way
like,
to you, right?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They weren't
yeah.
as effective
Yeah,
like
that was
like,
that was
I
intentional.
thought that was good. I thought that was.
Well, obviously she's like a little scrawny girl. She can't kill shit.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, some people would make the game and you'd still have the same level of like attack force. Some people would leave it as that. But I like that they went through the trouble of creating that difference in how you play these characters and use them, right?
You know what got her on that though? Her stealth kill sucks though, because her stealth kill takes so long. It has like a long ass animation. So the thing to do is throw the brick and then just press square. And he just like a little quick stab, and the guy's dead. That was the best way to do it.
I didn't even find that though. The reason I kept trying to do her stealth was because it felt so rewarding to me.
It takes too long. It's like 5 seconds to kill one guy. He's like throwing this guy, and like this guy's like, "Hey, what the fuck's going on over there?" Yeah, just throw the brick and just like stab.
Yeah, like he's like, "You still there?" And then he start looking, "You still there?" Oh shit! No, but for real, the winter scene was actually my favorite part of the.
Yeah, it was pretty
awesome. The winter season was my favorite part because there was the interchange between Joel and Ellie the whole time. So that was, I mean.
I honestly thought I at that point when after Joel fell and there was a time drop, I was like, did Joel die? A part of me almost hoped that he did.
I don't know.
A part of me kind of did. I'm not sad that they didn't make him die, but a part of me kind of wish they did make him die just to see how it would ramp off with Ellie. But, like, after that happened and you see Ellie by herself and you take control of her, when she kills the bunny and then she says, this isn't going to be enough, that's when I started like, oh, okay, Joel is most likely alive because she wants extra food.
I didn't realize then. I realized after the guy's like, when she asked for medicine, then I was like, oh.
When she asked for medicine, that's when it was set in.
Yeah, that was confirmed. I was like, oh.
Yeah. That guy, man.
That would have been a weird.
That guy.
Yep.
The what?
He's a rapist.
The guy, I don't remember his name.
David?
The guy who pretty much looked like he was going to get ready to rape.
The rapist? Yeah, David. You know he's voice acted by he's voice acted by Nolan North, the guy who does Nathan Drake.
Oh, he is voice acted by Nolan North?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty good, right?
Oh.
He does a pretty good job. You can. I didn't even know until I saw the credits. That's what I knew. I was like, what the fuck? He did that voice? I guess he's a good voice actor.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. And one thing that's like I enjoyed seeing when you see Joel's dark side, like the point when he's searching down for Ellie and he gets those two guys and has them hostage, wants information.
Oh yeah.
And when he kills one of the guys, the other guy is like, "Oh my goodness, you can't do this, whatever. You don't know if that guy I don't remember exactly.
He's like, I'm not gonna tell you anything or something. I was like,
yeah. He's like, I already know what I need to know.
He's like, I believe him or something, and just kill him.
I was like, that was so hardcore.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so awesome.
I like the last part of Fall, by the way, the part where you're injured when you get stabbed in the stomach.
Last
part
That part was pretty cool. That was
right when he got stabbed, and then the thing got like fuzzy.
Yeah.
And you were wobbly.
Ah, yes.
Like,
yes,
that's true. Yeah, that was actually cool. Yeah.
That was really well done.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Ellie was being.
And you actually felt like. Yeah, you actually felt like. The whole game felt different at that point. Like you're like, oh shit, am I gonna die? Like what the hell?
Yeah.
You know, and then you had the scenes. You could still reload. You could still shoot. You know, and then there was nothing, no ammo to worry about or anything. You were just basically
there hoping that you don't die. It's like, am I going to die before we get to
I think they were purposely like focusing on the fact that hey, you're shooting, but you're gonna die. Like
like you really fucked up.
Yeah.
This is.
I like how they did that scene. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite parts.
Yeah. One other thing that I really appreciated them doing, which is just another small surface pleasure type thing, is when you're upgrading the weapons, when you find these manuals, like they give an actual logical explanation for how it gets upgraded and how it gets the new effect. I mean, that's nothing big, but I just liked having that. And like this game in general, like you have a lot of games where they give you a lot of backstory, like items that you find to read to give backstory to the world and all of that. And a lot of the times I actually don't read through all of them, but in The Last of Us, I did not mind reading through every piece of journal or note or anything that I found, I actually tried to find them and read all of them because I really just enjoyed it. They did that really well, I think.
The game was designed pretty much to just reflect what a real what if, if real life something did happen like this. Kind of like how The Walking Dead, where it don't really seem like a regular zombie flicks that you used to. Where it just seemed like this is what would really happen if something realistic like that really did happen, and they did a good job on that. It was real.
And another thing with those notes that you find is like after you read them and like you come out to the inventory or whatever, like Joel would sometimes make a comment like, at least he made it out or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And then yeah.
I liked in the sewer sequence there was like notes left by Ish.
When they tell the story by Ish, yeah, I really like that. That I think was really cool.
But Ish made it out alive, so people are saying that maybe the DLC that's coming out, the single player DLC, you might use Ish. Yeah, because they're saying that it's probably not going to be with Joel and Italy, because I think Joel and Italy's story is kind of done. What? Huh?
Wait, there's a single player DLC coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's almost out. Actually.
Wow.
No, it's not almost out.
It's not out?
No.
You get the season pass. Do you get it automatically, or you should buy it separately?
No, the season pass is only when it comes out. You're gonna get it. It's not. The season pass has nothing for it right now. At least I don't think so.
I remember the scene when you come out to the sewer and they warn you about the infected outside. I was like, thanks for the warning. That
last part was like ridiculous.
Yeah, that part was pretty hard.
Because you're like at the door, like I literally had nothing. I don't know how the hell I survived. I was like, what the hell? Freaking clickers, bunch of clickers come in. I was like, no, seriously, I've died a bunch of times. But
that's where I died the most. Yeah, that part was pretty hard.
And that's another thing, Like sometimes you feel like
tell us my resources.
Huh?
No, continue what you're saying.
No, but like sometimes you feel like, well, for me, like there are points where you feel like you need more resources, but when you actually look at it, you can make it through with what you have. You just have to be very, very smart with it.
Yeah.
You
have to play smart through it. You have to. Like, I only used my crafted items in like the situations where I'm like, I really don't see another way for me to get around this in an easy way without like alerting everything else that's in my general vicinity, right? That was pretty good. I actually felt like there were some points where I was being stealthy. I'm like, I'm going through, I'm not detected any at all. And then all of a sudden, some random enemy somewhere appears and sets off everything.
Yeah, that's.
I just felt like that happened to me sometimes.
No, but that was probably like a set piece. It was like kind of like it had to happen.
Yeah, I was actually wondering, but to me, it's like, oh my goodness, I went through all this hard work to plan out this strategy to get out of this. All of a sudden, this thing appears and just throws a wrench in the plans. But I mean, I didn't really mind it that much. It was still pretty cool. I actually thought...
anybody... No, go ahead.
No, so he's saying. So he's saying.
No, go on.
Yeah, I was saying like... like... What?
No, go on, Neil. Go on.
What?
No, go on.
I mean, what you're saying, sir.
The man just had a Superman moment.
No, what I'm saying is that anybody ever notice like you're sneaking around and no matter where you are, for some reason, the AI just turns towards your general area, like they just have to find you. Like you see them, for example, over in the corner somewhere.
I think that's because they're trying to play on the fact that even if you're creeping around in real life, there is still some sound and they must hear you. A slight sound lightly and look towards the sound. They don't necessarily see you.
No, they didn't hear anything. They're just walking in your general area just because you're there.
Oh,
and I test it by like, and then they actually shift thing over. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got that sometimes. I got that feeling sometimes. So it was pretty interesting. One thing I actually thought, like the scene after Ellie killed David, I kind of almost felt like the game was going to end there and they'd continue it after. To be honest, I after it happened, I was just like, oh my goodness, did the game just end? I don't think I would have even minded.
Wait. Oh, you thought it was gonna end right where you killed David?
Like, end right there and then make the next Last of Us game that just picks up from.
No, it wouldn't end right there. What the?
No.
It totally could have.
Oh, could it have ended right there?
It totally could have.
It used to the next Last of Us game. Last of Us were still here.
They're most likely going to make another Last of Us. Like,
Yeah, but
there is going to be another.
It probably won't even be with Joel and Ellie, though. I hope it isn't with Joel and Ellie. They don't need to. Their story's done, as far as I'm concerned.
Can't be.
Well, no, I actually don't think.
You could make a sequel in the same setting, just different characters.
Yeah, that's more like what they're gonna do.
That would be
Well,
better.
I don't know. They might still at least use Ellie.
Why?
Based on how it ended.
I mean,
or maybe.
Based on how it ended. All right, let's get into the ending.
No. Wait. Before we even get to the ending, you really thought it could end where David died? Really?
I felt like I could have been content with it ending there. Like,
how could you have been content with it ending there?
I just had too much of an emotional rush. That's what happened.
So
there's just way too much emotions built up into that.
So the main plot point of the story, right? Which they have not reached. Like they're supposed to get to its end. It could just ended right there. What the fuck?
But the thing is, other games have done that. Like they've been like, okay, this is your goal, and then whatever, and they've split it across games. Not saying
yes, and I'm sure
that
people
that Naughty Dog should have done.
I'm pretty sure people hated that.
Like I'm saying, I don't. It hasn't bothered me that it didn't end there. Like I'm just saying.
Actually, a lot of games do end like that. It is true, but I think when they end like that, they end it hoping that somewhere down the line they'll have a sequel. And not a lot of games end up having a sequel. Just like Vanquish, the ending for that thing was not complete. Bulletstorm was another game that the same thing happened too. They were hoping to make a sequel, but sales is what speaks.
Yeah, well, maybe they should have thought of making a good game first. Anyway,
the man just this Vanquish.
Dude.
No. I think you're talking about Bulletstorm.
Both of them. Anyway.
Vanquish wasn't a bad game.
It wasn't a bad game. Fine, whatever.
Okay.
Wasn't great.
Bulletstorm seemed interesting at first when they first brought it out and everything, and then they released it, and then it wasn't.
The game is what it is. It's just a glorified gun-ho game where you just run through for a few hours and that's about it.
No wonder you love the game.
It as an
Wait, we haven't even spoken about
it. I said I played it.
Okay.
Hold on. We haven't spoken about Henry.
Oh yeah, Henry.
Who's that again? About Henry at all.
The black guy.
The black guy.
The black guy. The black
guy with his brother, with his little brother.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I forget the black guy in the game.
Henry and
Sam.
Sam.
He's black. I'm kidding.
Henry and Sam. I actually thought they were good characters.
Yeah, they were.
Characters.
They were.
I really enjoyed their characters.
Yeah. They really made that segment very fun, very refreshing, very real. Like.
Yeah.
Because he's young himself. He has few memories of the past.
Yeah.
When it was alright. So he could somewhat relate to Joel. Yeah. And then there's the kid that's just like Ellie, who knows nothing of the past. And then they hit it off right off the bat. Like, that was
pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was
yeah.
I think there was people hoping that Ellie and Sam would get together.
That didn't even cross my mind.
Why? When they grow up, they could start, they could hook up. I don't know.
That didn't cross my mind. I just saw the two of them. I'm like, it's good for me when I saw them. I'm like, I'm glad Ellie has somebody her age to associate.
Yeah.
That's what I thought when I saw it. And like even the scene when Henry like left Joel and Ellie behind, I'm like, at first in my mind, I'm like, oh my goodness, you fussy hole.
Yeah.
I thought about it after a while. I'm like, to be honest, if I was in this guy's situation where I want to escape with my brother and ensure my brother is safe, and there are these two people who I never ever met before in my life, and I don't know that well, I probably would have done the same.
Actually, if it was Joel on top of that truck and Ellie was up there and Sam was up there and then Henry's at the bottom, I think Joel would have left Henry too.
He probably would have.
He would have been fuck this.
I'm pretty sure he would have.
Yeah.
He would have.
He would have left it. You think he's gonna get shot, get Ellie killed, and get himself killed for this? Hell no.
He's not going to.
Hell no.
All about survival.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck that. He'd be even worse. He'd probably just shoot Henry, like right there.
Shoot Henry and then leave.
And just leave the kid.
Or push Sam down there. And it's like, here, stay with your brother.
Yeah, it's not like walking the door there. They'll be like, "Ooh, he's limping. Let's keep him with us, a straggler. We like stragglers." Fucking regards.
Anyways, let's get into the ending, right? Because we're running to the 40-minute mark on this thing. Let's get into the ending.
Here, I guess we have a time limit. The budget tight.
Yeah, budget is tight.
Most interesting. Nah, it's not everybody who wants to sit down and listen to The Last of Us talk for an hour or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's fine, whatever. Let's just wrap up with the ending and stuff.
Yeah.
The ending, it was interesting to me the way how they suddenly turned it and made Joel, in a sense, become the bad guy.
Yep.
That I think was really interesting. The point where he burst into the room to save Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
With the doctor.
I was there and he was pointing the gun at the doctor. I was almost hoping for a choice. I was like,
fuck you.
Where is my choice to not kill this guy? But then he drew the gun and I shot him. I'm like, okay.
Wait,
I had to.
He drew a gun? Didn't he draw a scalpel? What are you talking about?
No, Joel.
Oh, you mean Joel drew the gun. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, the doctor drew a gun? I don't remember that happening. So good.
But then, did any of you guys, kill everybody in the room? I didn't kill everybody.
No, I only killed...
But I know some people, killed everybody in the room.
Yeah.
Just the first guy. Just the guy with the scalpel.
Yeah, he just walked up to him and, Joel just, stabs him in the neck.
You stabbed him in the neck?
Yeah,
what?
If you walk straight up to him, Joel, grabbed his hand and, take the scalpel and,
You serious?
Yeah.
I never do that. I never wait that long.
I was afraid to go near the scalpel.
Yeah,
I saw the doctor draw out the thing, and I'm like, oh my goodness, you have to die, right?
No, but that's the thing. I thought he was just gonna walk him and just slap his wrist or something, and he just drops the scalpel, but Joel stabbed his neck instead. I was like, okay, all right.
Hold on, Joel was in dark mode right there. He was in dark Joel mode.
Yeah.
He wasn't in any crap with anyone. Oh my goodness, the scene when they were taking him out of the building and he knocked the guy against the wall. I was like, Where's Ellie? And the guy was giving him crap, and he's like, I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot
right to his balls. I'm like, oh my goodness, where's Ellie? And the guy started hesitating again, shoot him again. I'm like, whoa, Joel not playing around.
Yeah, I know, right?
I think that was awesome.
Yeah, it just shows Joel just loved her too much. By the way, we skip the part with the giraffes. The giraffes. That was awesome.
That was an awesome scene. What I think was, I'm using awesome way too much again. The all of the sequences that took place after the events that happened to Ellie, I think were really well done, because you could kind of see in a sense that the fact that they're getting closer to where the Fireflies may be, and especially after what she just went through with David as well, you could kind of see that starting to weigh on her as a character.
Yeah, she wasn't talking very much, and
wasn't talking. Joel called her over to get the ladder and stuff. She wasn't there. Yeah. It was very cool, I think.
I thought it was really, really well done.
Yeah.
Back to the ending. I like the part in the hospital when you're running with Ellie in your arms, because it kind of mirrors the first part of the game when you're running with them.
Yeah. I thought that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Reminiscent of the first part.
Yeah. It's pretty.
It was reminiscent of the first part. It was I don't know. There was there was a scene I want to talk about. I don't remember it anymore. I can't ask Jody for its opinion.
Uh-oh.
No reach. But Jody, you watched the ending, right?
Some of it. Why?
No, it's alright.
Because I wanted to hear your opinion on it. But if you haven't seen all of it and stuff, then don't worry. I mean, if you have something you want to say about it, you still can. I'm not stopping you. I just don't know if you have any comments you want to make about the ending, right? I don't know if you have anything to say.
My comment is that every other game company should just give Naughty Dog all them money so they can make more games.
Wow. Insightful.
Wow. You'd be starving the industry. You put all of this pressure on Naughty Dog alone.
Oh, then them can hire people like you, and then you can give me a little money and free game here and there.
Yeah.
All right.
You live in some kind of dream, sir.
All right.
You're the one with the rolling though.
Wait. The ending.
Does anybody wish that Joel didn't kill thing there at the end?
No, she fucking deserved it. All right. It's not true. Yeah. The
Firefly chick?
What's her name?
Yeah.
Marlene. She didn't deserve.
Marley.
But
She didn't deserve.
I understand why he had to do it. Because I mean, come on, she would look for Ellie. She would have to.
Yeah, because she'd most likely come back for the night. I mean, it really made me think, like, granted, if I was in Joel's situation, I would maybe do the same thing as him, right? Like, I'd try and get past all these guys to save Ellie, right? Because he's formed that kind of bond with her, where she's basically like his daughter now, right? So he's trying to protect her. He doesn't want her to die, even if the rest of humanity is screwed because of it.
Kind of does resemble her a little bit, though.
Yeah. No, I think he was just messed up in the head because spending practically a year with Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
It was a year, right? I guess.
Close enough, yeah.
Yeah, been through so much, and then to hear that, hey, she's gonna die, you're gonna be alone again. I was like,
right.
Oh no.
Especially knowing he doesn't have Tess to go back to.
Yeah, he has his brother, which he kind of hates.
No, I mean,
it's not really that he's going to be alone, but he doesn't want her to die, right? Like he's gotten very protective of her.
No, I think the alone factor really went up for him.
I don't know. I don't think it's the alone thing that much.
Because
it could be two things. Wait. It could be two things. It could be
going out by herself too. I mean, he living in that kind of world and being by yourself, I can't see how that would be. It'd be like a I Am Legend thing. You start talking to mannequins and shit.
Yeah.
Well, he's not by himself. There's his brother. But I mean, one of the things is that before they even reach there, like he was telling Ellie that, you know, they're just basically going to go take some of your blood and stuff, and then we'll be gone. We'll be on our way, and I can teach you how to swim and all that, which makes you friggin' wonder, right? These two have been together for almost a friggin' year, if not more than a year. How the frig does he not teach her how to swim in that time period?
They don't have time for that shit.
Yeah, they needed to walk. We gotta keep walking.
They don't have time for that shit. Fuck no.
With the amount of water that they have had to go through, how does he not find some time?
Next thing you know, he like puts her, alright, you just gotta like tread water and it just drones. He's like, Like he doesn't have any arm floaters to give her anything or like whatever, so I mean you can't risk that. What the hell?
That was so weird. Like they've been together so long, I didn't teach her how to swim. It's after they reach a Firefly. It's like, okay, I can teach you how to swim after we do this thing, right?
And then she nearly drowns.
Yeah.
And then she nearly drowns.
Man, jinx it.
That's crazy ironic.
I hope you don't drown before we get there. But yeah, the ending.
When they reach back to Bill's place, and then Ellie is like, she basically gives Joel one, because you can tell that she kind of senses that he's not being completely honest with her, right?
Bill's place. What the?
Not Bill, his brother. What's his brother's name again?
Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy.
Sorry,
the white
Tommy.
Green Ranger.
When they get back to Tommy's place, right?
That's why the man don't like him, because Joel is the Red Ranger and that man is the Green Ranger.
Yeah.
Wow. Same. How do you come up with these things? What is wrong with you?
Yeah, you saying that.
But she gives him one more chance to come clean with her, and he's like, "Swear to me that what you said is true." And he's like, "I swear." I'm like.
And you see, the very next word to me is the most painful part of that ending. To me, when it just ended right after that word, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When she just said okay, right? Like it's just like, wow.
She knows he lied, but she like needs she needs like to see if he's really gonna be set on doing this, so she can kind of like go along with it, you know.
You think she has to move on, but you think she really accepted, like,
she has no choice. She has no choice but to accept
That's true, but damn, that's a lot for her to go through, yo.
No, I mean, she hates, I'm pretty sure she hates the fact that, you know, he had to do that.
Yeah, because she wanted to die.
Yeah,
she maybe didn't want to die, but she definitely wanted to have a purpose in life.
Yeah, she had survivor's guilt.
Like, she's been through a lot, and, you know, other people have also gone through a lot for her, for the sake of humanity and all that. Right?
Yeah.
She kind of felt like some sense of responsibility, and she wanted to have a sense of purpose. Like, this is why I'm alive. This is why I am going through all of this. This is why other people are going through all of this.
Yeah, all these people are dying for this reason, and you know, but no, they died for nothing.
Yep.
And I gotta live with this guy who's lying to me.
Right, and they're gonna live in the little town and everything, and they get to watch movies and eat popcorn.
Yeah, and then she's like, "Okay, let's do this."
Right. That's good. But wait, so you were saying that you wanted a choice, though. I remember you guys were saying that, like, after the game came out, you realized, like, well, I wish there was a choice. I think Marlon said it too. I wish there was a choice.
It's at the section where you step into the room where Ellie is, where the doctor is. I don't regret that they didn't give me a choice, but I kind of wish, in a sense, that I'm glad they didn't give me one. But when I just got into that scene, I wish I had a choice.
A choice of what? Of giving up Ellie?
Yes.
Yeah.
But that would be so out of character, it would be ridiculous. It'd be like, oh my god, I just slaughtered all these soldiers, I shot this guy in his balls, but hey, you know, take Ellie, it's fine, whatever, you know, I don't know why I was thinking.
Which is why I'm glad they didn't give me that choice. But, you know, in that moment, like, with my whatever, I was like, I wish I had a choice. But I'm glad they didn't, simply because it would have been totally out of character. and it just wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense. Yeah, so I'm glad they didn't give me that choice.
No, it'd be... Just think about it. This how the scene would play out if, like, you had the choice. You'd, like, kill all these soldiers and stuff, and you go in there, and then, like, the you know, doctor has, like, the scalpel open, and you'd be like, okay, I'm sorry, whoa, what am I doing? I'm sorry, guys, go back, go ahead, carry on. I'm sorry, carry on.
I just killed people with M16s, shotguns, sniper rifles, grenades. I killed all of these people. Then comes up to his doctor with a scalpel, and he's like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, carry on.
Sorry,
carry on,
just do it, whatever, you know, and then, like, you have to fight your way back the other way. To the entrance. They kill all these other people and you leave and it's like, yeah, you know, that's the end of the game.
Yeah, he got through all of that with a one shot in the arm. He always wraps his arm when he's healing.
Yeah.
I don't know why he always gets shots in the arm, you know what I mean?
Shots in the arm, man.
That's he only gets hits there, but
I like the ending. I like the fact that it kinda like just stuck with it. There was no choice, you know, that's just a character.
Yeah.
They presented the story and then like you played it. That was it.
With me, I understand the ending, but the problem I had with it was the initial shock value of it. Like, what the hell?
Well, you lied to her and stuff like that, and then she's...
Yeah, I was like, frig, how you gonna really end it like this?
Yeah.
Like,
it was a good way to end. It was a good way to end.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, it was a really good way to end.
I like that.
Quick discussion about the multiplayer. I haven't really played the multiplayers, but I think Neil and Zach have played it.
Yep. Interesting to note, the multiplayer is not available in Canada. I guess they just don't give a fuck about Canada. I don't know.
Apparently, there's other people having problems with the online pass thing.
Yeah, okay.
Online, it's kind of fucked
Boy,
up.
you just looked it up or something?
I was looking it up earlier. It kind of seems strange to me that the option is there, but then when you click on it, it says nothing. But then when you go through the PlayStation Store, there's nothing also.
Weird.
So wait, is it only people in Canada that's having that problem?
I found it.
Remember, PSN have a Canada-based region setting as well.
Do they?
Because some people in Europe bought the digital copy, and then when they try to put in the code, nothing's not happening for them.
Weird. There's a Canadian PS Store.
No. That's a Canadian PlayStation Store, a region setting for Canada. So they may have set some restrictions in place.
So can't you just switch it to US?
You can't change your region. You can't.
I can change my region.
Wait.
Wait.
That would make sense.
Your region is associated with your PSN account. You can't change your region. I remember when I wanted to change my region, I couldn't.
Yeah, but aren't the regions North America, Europe?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
There's no Canadian one. Yeah, he's in
it's like
North
region
America.
1.
Yeah. No, there's something that identifies your country. Like, there's something that identifies that.
Yeah, but I believe Canada accesses the North American.
I think so, but I don't know. Jody's making it sound like there's other people. Well, I don't know if it's just people in Canada or what.
I don't know. I've been
seeing there are other people in
Canada. There's other people all over. Maybe some fucked up thing with probably like just the programming or something. I don't know.
That's very big. Just a fucked up thing with the programming.
No, look at Net. Does that even make sense to you? There's a version for States and there's a version for Canada.
For what?
If it makes sense that there's a version for Canada.
Yeah, it's
what?
different.
Of what?
Different.
Netflix Canada.
Yeah, because
Different.
Canada, fuck you. No one cares. That's the thing.
I care about Canada.
Why you care about Canada for?
Because it's Canada.
Okay.
Oh, God. These guys.
But, look at those brilliant minds on the internet. They'll be like, what? Fuck you, America. DNS settings fix.
Well, I don't know. Maybe these brilliant minds can find the problem with the programming or whatever it is. I don't know.
But, yeah, the multiplayer, though, it is cool. I played through both factions already, so being the weird person I am. So I prefer the Fireflies. Personally, the Hunters are pretty.
What's different about the two factions when you play?
Well, they play exactly the same, but how they interact, how they talk, how they do stuff. And I seem to win more with the Fireflies. I don't know why.
The Fireflies are more militaristic, right?
Yeah, right. And they use more military terms and stuff, and then the Hunters are like, "Fuck these guys" and all.
Right?
They're just gruff. Yeah.
Fireflies. I mean, the multiplayer is pretty good. I like that. It's also like slow paced, like the single player.
Yeah. To an extent, you have some people who just run and just do wild shit. So.
Jodine.
That's probably why it's not available on the PS4 for Jodine.
What?
Smack.
Zombie kill people.
What?
Does it require thought? I don't know. Who knows?
Fuck thoughts. Let's pull the trigger, you.
No, not at all. Not at all.
People like you end up in bad places, Jody.
I know you. You end up in bad places.
Yes, sir.
Well then. So I guess that's it on The Last of Us, huh? I guess we wrap that up.
Yeah, that's basically it on The Last of Us. Our thoughts and whatnot. I'll get this up later in the week, most likely next Friday.
Wow, great. Fuck it. All right, we have to do everything from the start now. Let's start over again. That fucked up.
Wait, that ended? That ended just now?
No, you didn't hear that sound? Someone fucked up the take. You got to start over, guys.
I think that was Jodine's ringtone.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Okay.
Mark, do the intro again. We'll start over. It's fine.
Do the intro again. Like, welcome. Radio Alexa.
Just delete the whole thing. Delete the whole file and start with it.
Wait, this happened last time, didn't it? Like, we're like, start over. Last time.
So I'm going to become an official ending. Some crap always happens. Like, I would need to start over.
Yeah, it was going well. Oh, fuck, man.
As soon as I get from the crap. But no, that's it on The Last of Us. We'll see what happens and how people receive this one. The other one has a decent amount of people either just opened it and closed it or something. Because I'm pretty sure all the views that currently has, it's not everybody who listened to the whole thing. I'm pretty sure.
Whatever, man. As long as we get the views, who cares, right? We just want the hits. We just want the hits.
Oh, I want to hear people giving feedback. That's what I want to hear. Like I had some people who listened to the whole thing. They're like, they think it's cool.
Oh yeah.
And they'd like to hear us do more stuff.
Where'd you see that? Where'd you see that? I didn't see that.
Yo, jump on back on your Twitter account.
My friends who talk to me that listen to it, like some people from the ETC and stuff, told me that they listen to it. I think it's cool. Some of my friends over in Asia like listen to it. So that
Did we impress any women with this podcast? Do you think?
I don't know if you impressed any women.
Because that's of the utmost importance, you see.
Tell you what you can do. When this one goes up, you can share it as well and ask for...
Like, ooh, you guys are so intelligent. You know so much.
When they don't give a crap about video games, like, what the hell?
Yeah, I know.
I just heard architecture earlier, and I thought that was pretty smart.
Her next question, do you have a six-pack?
Wow.
Well,
what car do you drive?
On that note,
Mario Kart.
Get
Come on
over
over. Yeah, I got mushrooms. Ooh.
Oh.
Anyway, this is us. We're signing off. All that fun stuff. Hope whoever listens to this actually gets some kind of enjoyment out of it. Somewhat.
And if you made it this far, you should probably go back and actually listen to the entire thing and not just skip to the end.
I know, right? All the crap at the end. Go back to the whole thing. Anybody who listens to the whole thing, give yourself a generous pat on the back.
Yeah.
Definitely. Hearing us talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed. Later all.
Or you can pat up your friend, whichever one pleases you.
Mm-hmm.